Most people see nighttime cemetery footage as nothing more than mysticism or cheap tricks to grab attention. But for German physicist Professor Ernst Zenkowski, it was raw digital measurement data that simply could not be ignored. Have you ever wondered why surveillance cameras at cemeteries capture complex structured objects exactly where, according to every law of biology and logic, there should be only emptiness? While official science preferred to stay silent and protect its comfortable material world, Zenkowski proved one shocking truth until the day he died in 2015. Our technology is not just a toy. It is an objective window into a world we mistakenly believe is sealed shut. He coined the term paranormal manifestations on technical media, claiming that the digital matrix does not see ghosts but autonomous information fields that continue to pulse long after the heart stops. These are not random lens spots or lantern reflections. They are clusters of energy showing clear signs of intelligent behavior. They bypass physical obstacles, change direction, and, most terrifying of all, visibly react to the presence of living people. Do you believe an ordinary security camera can actually record the very essence of the human soul? Or is it just a critical system error that our desperate brains insist on calling a miracle? Write your opinion in the comments right now, because what the latest generation professional cameras have recorded will forever change how you picture what happens after our final breath. Yet this was only the beginning of his discoveries. Zenkowski had no idea how close he would come to the edge in the final days of his life. We have grown used to blindly trusting our own eyes, but human vision is merely a tiny, narrow window into an infinite ocean of frequencies. Unlike us, the matrix of a modern camera feels no fear. It has no prejudices or cultural taboos. It simply records infrared and ultraviolet radiation that normally lies far beyond our perception. In his years of research on instrumental transcommunication, Ernst Zenkowski uncovered a blood-chilling pattern. Light anomalies in cemeteries do not appear randomly like ordinary technical glitches. They display what academic science calls purposeful activity. They pause at specific graves as if recognizing their loved ones and pulse in a rhythm accurate to the millisecond, matching a resting human heartbeat. These are not just blurry silhouettes. This is what remains of our complex consciousness once the biological shell stops functioning. The real shock came when the professor compared these light flashes to EEG data from dying patients. The match was so precise that Zenkowski hesitated for a moment before publishing the results at all. 100 years ago, radio pioneer Sir Oliver Lodge, a name ranked alongside Tesla and Marconi, warned that the space around us is literally saturated with memory. He believed the ether was the perfect, infinite storehouse of information about every person who ever lived on this planet. The modern stone tape theory adds an even eerier yet perfectly logical fact. The tons of granite, marble, and iron filling our cemeteries act as colossal natural data banks. Every powerful emotion, every desperate cry, every last breath is recorded in the crystalline structure of earth and stone, like data on a giant hard drive. Surveillance cameras simply read this deep recording the moment it begins releasing the stored energy back into the environment. It is a purely physical process, as real as sending a signal to your smartphone or saving data to a memory card. But you cannot even imagine what exactly triggers these recordings and why they are becoming visible right now in our digital age. If you are ready to see the true structure of reality without censorship or embellishment, join our community. Subscribe to the Subtle Reality channel today. We are not here for empty entertainment. We are here to show you what official institutions are afraid to even think out loud. Your subscription is your ticket to a world of facts that usually stay locked in closed archives. In his diaries, Professor Zenkowski described a case that almost made him abandon his research. While analyzing footage from an old German cemetery, he noticed a light anomaly that did not just fly past the lens. It hovered directly in front of the camera as if studying it. The next moment, the connected oscilloscope began displaying signals, forming clear geometric patterns. This was not mere energy. It was an attempt at communication. Zenkowski realized that those we call the dead see our technology as a power source, and a chance to manifest once again in our dimension. But the strangest part was still to come. Modern experiments by Professor Gary Schwartz at the University of Arizona go even further, crossing boundaries once considered forbidden. His invention, the spirit phone, is based on a revolutionary premise. The quantum vibrations of the human soul do not disappear after biological death. They simply change frequency and move to a level we once thought was empty space. Schwartz is convinced that the sensors in today's ordinary security cameras are already capturing these signals. What we see on night monitors is only a faint reflection of a far more powerful information source right in front of us. Yet this raises a truly unsettling question. If cameras can see them, does that mean they can see us through the same lenses? Zenkowski believed instrumental transcommunication is a two-way process. Every time we try to record life after death with electronics, we open doors that swing both ways. Perhaps that is why the anomalies on so many recordings seem so fascinated by the technology. They are searching for a way back, and the digital network that now envelops the entire planet has become their perfect conductor. Just imagine, billions of cameras scanning space every second, creating a gigantic trap for the energetic imprints of the past. What we watch on YouTube as mystical compilations are in reality fragments of a new digital form of conscious existence. With every passing year, sensor sensitivity increases, and so does the clarity of what we capture in cemeteries. Professor Schwartz claims that soon artificial intelligence will fully decode these light patterns, turning them into voices and clear visual images. We will gain direct access to the memories of those who have already passed through the Great Gate, and that will change everything: history, justice, religion. But are we truly ready for such truth? What if our deceased loved ones never left at all? What if they have been right here beside us the whole time, simply on a different frequency, watching our every step through the screens of our own devices? This thought seems insane until you see Zenkowski's data on the correlation between camera activity and the emotional states of people nearby. Death stops being a mystery and becomes the subject of cool, technical analysis and systematic monitoring. Thanks to the courageous work of scientists like Ernst Zenkowski, we are finally beginning to understand that cemeteries are not the end of our journey, but active, pulsing data transmission nodes in the vast information network of the universe. Every unexplained movement in an empty alley captured by a lens, every sudden flash recorded at 3 o'clock in the morning, these are direct proof that consciousness is fundamental and eternal. We only temporarily change our form of existence, shifting into a state of pure information that lives on in the ether, waiting for its time. Our cameras have become the first witnesses to how the energy of the past tries to break through the veil of dense matter and reach us. This is not the end. It is the beginning of a new kind of existence we are only starting to perceive and properly interpret. Memory is not just a recollection in your head. It is a physical force that shapes the very structure of our universe. And the next time you see a strange, inexplicable glow in a random photo or home camera recording, know one thing: it is not a technical error, not a malfunction, not interference. It is a signal that has finally found its way to the recipient through the endless labyrinths of digital space. You are holding a device that already sees another world. The only question is whether you have the courage to look it straight in the eye. Pay close attention to the details, because the truth always hides somewhere between the pixels. See you at the edge of reality.